Ready.
All right, what's happening, everyone? Welcome to the Tonecast, to the Facebook page, to the YouTube channel, wherever we post this. It might be all three of them. So we are back in the studio after a little break. It is a little bit cooler this morning. We were running in the 105, 106 range for a while, which made the shop very, very warm. So we're jumping in here trying to get some videos done. We're going to talk about the Overdrive Plus bridge humbucker. You ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
So this has been a fun pickup that we've had out for a few years. We're going to talk about these two guitars that we're going to showcase. We have the Overdrive Plus in both guitars. Why is it called the Overdrive Plus? Because we have an Overdrive model. Yes. So Marco, why is it called the Plus?
So our Overdrive family of pickups use an Alnico 8 magnet. I like saying that, family of pickups. Yes. But it's a magnet that is closer to a ceramic in sort of output and like pick attack response, but it still has some of that sweetness of Alnico. I don't know if you look into magnets and stuff online, like everyone says like, oh, Alnico's got that sweetness. And so we just kind of wanted to do a little bit of the best of both worlds. And the coil is in fact like overwound. And so that's, I guess, where the Plus comes in, because the regular Overdrive is even a different gauge of wire. And so we went down a gauge and we like loaded up that coil as much as we could. And there's like over 6,000 turns, quite a few more than 6,000, but I'm not going to say exactly how much.
A secret number, somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 turns.
Yeah, right. Perfect.
So it's kind of like you're just saying the family of Overdrive. So it's kind of like your slightly obese uncle.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to say it?
You're like beefcake bodybuilder.
Yeah, just
cousin.
A little thicker. So people see the Plus. We'll get into the playing just in a second, because that's what we're here for, obviously. But people always think the Plus means hotter. The Plus means shreddier, more aggressive. In this case, it doesn't necessarily mean that, right? It's more of a fatness and more of a thicker bottom end, which is why we kind of have it in very often in a Strat style guitar like you see on loaded pickguards, or just something like this is kind of a semi-hollow build that we did in the shop. So anything else to add before we tell you about the guitars that we're going to showcase?
Yeah, just it's pretty useful pickup. I think it really responds dynamically to your volume controls, and just because you see a DCR reading doesn't mean that it's not going to be good for this kind of music or that kind of music. Like, this would definitely do some country stuff really well. Not that I can play that kind of stuff, but you would be surprised. You just kind of got to put it in a guitar and try it, and every guitar is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, that's a great way to think of it. So don't be scared of the word Plus. We also have an Anthem Plus that sometimes gets put in that same box. Plus is just an EQ term more than it is actually like aggressive / shreddy. Face melting kind of thing. Not that these can't do it, which they can definitely do it. Because it's called the Overdrive, it really works well with Overdrives, which we're going to showcase here in a minute. So I'll start with the guitar that I have. This is a Les Bois build from the shop several years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago. 4 maybe now. It's got the Overdrive Plus in the bridge, and this is a double pole Overdrive Plus. We like to do double pole pickups a lot with this open look. They're obviously available in this if you contact us, but through the site you can get just a regular cover and a single row of poles, which is the standard way to do them. And then what do you have going on there?
So I've also got just the kind of the same look with the nickel too, but it's just kind of matching. It's got the matching S90 stuff as well. So, but it's kind of the same kind of thing is in there, just kind of in a different guitar, and so you can really hear the differences and all of that stuff.
So Marco's got the Alder Strat. I've got it's kind of mahogany neck and body, semi-hollow sort of small body guitar here. So that's sort of the reference points that you'll hear. We'll play a little bit of clean and dirty samples here, and let's dive into the tones.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, or should I?
Yeah, I'll go real quick. We'll just shut off the mics, and we'll just kind of go through the playing so it doesn't pick up the string noise, and here we go. So that was a little bit of tones there, just kind of in a couple different spots. Really good lead, really good response, a little bit of clean. As you mentioned, I think before too, the clean sound is great on these. I think that's one of the things where people are like, oh, I can only use it for distortion. I really like the way it sounds clean. So, all right, let's hear what you got going in the Strat there with the Overdrive Plus.
Yeah, I'm going to start with my clean sound, and then we're just going to go to something kind of crazy. So let's get after it. Yeah.
Nice. So hopefully you can hear, I mean, that's the thing I heard with yours, and is just the tightness of the sound and the kind of the cut through sound, you know, from, I probably played like a medium level gain and yours was a little higher gain. So you can kind of hear how that pickup performs in those different cases. I like it with all kinds of overdrives, even from a boost or a clone type overdrive to something super hairy or like a rat or something. And I think we had a rat in the shop last week and we were messing around with that. So yeah, any final kind of thoughts? And again, we'll do more. These guitars are not going anywhere. We'll do more clips if you guys want to hear more kind of in depth on that. We just wanted to do a flyover kind of introduction on these pickups. They've been out for a while, but we realized kind of with the new website overhaul that we don't have as many videos of them. So we'll be working on that as well. Yeah, anything else to add before we sign off?
Well, I would just say that, you know, we get used to our amp settings and everything, and it is possible that like you get something like this and it is so different from the existing pickup that usually you end up kind of having to change your EQs and stuff. So, you know, I've definitely heard some people come in and say like, oh, maybe it's like a little bit bassier, but you know, then you just have to kind of tweak the amp, or just that it's so different than usually what's coming in stock pickups. I think people are going after a different thing, and you know, there's like a specific person that wants this, but also it goes for a variety of different styles too. I think like I had kind of a boost on my clean sound, and you could hear that it was kind of a more broken up sound, but I could dial back the boost and, you know, bring up the treble a bit, roll off the bass, and you know, it's more in line with what maybe you're used to as well. So
that makes sense.
It just gives you extra.
Yeah, and it feels like that's good that you mentioned that, because you kind of heard a little bit of broken up sound even when we were both playing clean, and that also shows you how this pickup does push your signal a little bit, which may be really cool. But the other thing to remember too is you can pull that pickup height back a little bit to kind of get it where you want it. So thank you guys for watching the Overdrive Plus feature. We will catch you on the next video.
See you all next time.